I'm going to be using, and guys, we have so much poly burlap in the store. It's crazy. Okay, we have all kinds of window pane. We have solid poly burlaps. We have beautiful colors of fabric mesh. Guys, I went all out. Okay, I have stocked right up on everything. So if you're looking for mesh and ribbons, and it just keeps coming in, it comes in as fast as it goes out. So I'm using a lavender poly burlap, and the SKU for this is RP810013, or you can just type in lavender. We also have it in dark purple. We have it in all kinds of blues. We have it, so you can use any color you want, like even a teal one, teal and white one with this would be really pretty too. So we have pinks. Pink would be really pretty with this one. This one will go with any color, so any color you like. A gray or something with the pink sign. Anyways, sky's the limit. The way I'm using, what I'm using tonight is the poly burlap. I'm using 3/4 of a roll, only 3/4 of a roll of lavender. So I'm using 26 10 by 10 pieces of this lavender. Okay, 26 10 by 10. 26 10 by 10. Okay, of the lavender. And then I'm using 8 pieces. Now this window pane mesh is kind of pricey, so you don't really want to make a whole wreath, although it would be really, really pretty, but you really don't want to make a whole wreath with this because it is kind of pricey. So when you buy one roll, a lot of people use it for like an accent in like the flowers. I'm going to use it. I'm only using 8 pieces, 10 by 10 of this purple, dark purple, and it's in our store, and we have all kinds of different colors. Window pane poly burlap mesh, 10 by 10, 8 pieces. Okay. Hello, all my friends. Okay, I'm going to go down to the board. So 26 lavender, 10 by 10, and I heat sealed them. You do not want to use poly burlap without heat sealing it. It will fray and fray and fray. Okay, I actually wood burned mine. I'm getting really good with the wood burner, and I'm kind of liking it. It's not bad. And I switched to the wood burner because I can't get the impulse sealer that I like for you guys to purchase. So I don't want to show you guys something and then you guys not be able to purchase it. So I have this wood burner. Where is it? I just used this wood burner I got. It's on my Lori's Favorite Tools, and you can turn down the temperature and stuff. And I also use this really great, and if you're going to be heat sealing or wood burning a lot of mesh, this is amazing. It is a tempered glass cutting mat, and you need that for wood burning because if you use your normal mat, it's going to burn through it. But it's already got the lines and everything on it, and the inches down here. Awesome. So that's what I used. But you can also use like a cookie sheet or one of the glass cutting mats from a Dollar Tree. That was only like $20 or $22. It's a really good bang for your buck, especially if you're going to be wood burning. All right, let's get started, I guess. Okay, put this over here. Now I've pre-made some petals because I don't want to be here all night. And I'm going to go down to the board. I'll see you guys in a little bit. All right. Hobby Lobby has the wood burner. Awesome. I buy everything on Amazon, especially because we have nothing here. Yes, I got videos on heat sealing and wood burning on my YouTube channel. So if you've never done that, you go watch. You make sure you wear personal protection. So I wear a respirator because I can't go outside because it's too cold. And you don't want to be breathing this in because it is plastic. Okay? All right, let's get started. So with the cross board, it has rows 1 to 12. Okay? And then A to H going this way. Today, what I'm going to be doing is, where's my zip ties? I'm going to be doing the top 2 holes. So to load your board, you're going to preload your board closed. That's what we call it. Yeah, you can do that too, Stacy. Get a clear cutting thing. That works as well. So you're going down 1 hole, back up the other, and you have the flat part of your zip tie facing inside to the inner part. And then when you do the tail into the zip tie, you'll hear a little zip and it will lock. Okay. And we're going to do the next one, down and up. I use 18-pound zip ties. Don't use anything bigger than the 18-pound. If you use like 40-pound, there's just too much zip tie to hold everything in place. So I use 18-pound zip ties, 6.3 inches long. Okay, we do have, we always carry them on our site, our website, uniqueinthecreek.com. If they're out of stock today, I have 1,000 of them over at our Buffalo factory. I think Bubba's going tomorrow to go pick them up. So they will be restocked soon. Okay, row 2, I'm just going to go down. I'm going to just use 1 right in the middle, right where number 2 is. And this is just to save a bit of poly burlap. Okay, so I got 2, 1, 2, 2 on the top. And then on the sides is the same thing. 2, 1, 2, 2. Okay, load them the same. Now, if you want to do 2 on each, so it's not so confusing, go right ahead. You just need a few more pieces of poly burlap. And then the long part. So from row 5 to 12 at the bottom, I got 2, 1 in the middle, 2, 1 in the middle, 2, 1 in the middle, 2, and 2. Okay, and that's what it looks like at the back with my coffee on it. So again, 2, 1, 2, 2 for top and both sides, and then on the bottom, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 2. Oh, are they out of stock at the moment? Okay. They will be back in stock again tomorrow. Actually, if Tanya is watching, Tanya, can you put 1,100 packs on the website? Or Tina, tell Tanya to put them because Bubba's getting them tomorrow. Okay, guys, so that is how I'm doing it. If you want to do 2 pieces on each of the other rows, go ahead. All right, because I haven't used a whole roll of poly burlap for this, so you will have a lot extra. All right, and for this cross, I'm going to be doing the Dean Michael fold, which is very popular with the poly burlap. Okay, now again, my piece is 10 by 10. I have heat sealed where I've cut it, so there's no jagged edges or anything. I'm going to put it curled up. So curled up means it's, it teeters. So some petals you'll hear us say curl down. That's curl down. Some you'll see curl up. This is curl up, and it shapes like a U shape, okay? All right. Now, my rule of thumb is whenever I'm making petals, I always make sure that my edge, my finished factory edge, is always on my left-hand side. If you get into a habit of doing that, all your petals will always turn out with the seam always going the same way on each petal. So like I said, what I do is I always have it to the left of me, and I'm going to turn this into a diamond shape right in front of me. Take the bottom corner and I'm going to bring it right up to the top. See how this finished edge is on the left-hand side of me? Now I like to take a clothespin and just clip the top of my corners here to keep the two corners together. And I'm going to match up my seams and my edges to make sure they're nice. Okay, so we have a triangle. I'm going to flip it to the left, so my clothespin is to the left. I kind of just pull the center just a little bit so I can get an imaginary line of where the center is. So, and then I'm just going to pinch it. Okay, so it looks like that. Just pinching it, or an accordion fold right in the center. And then I'm going to pinch it going to the top again. So 1, 2, 3. And then I'm going to do the same thing here. 1, 2, 3. And then what I'm going to do with these little corners, there's these two corners here, just going to fold them to the back. Now I like to pre-make my petals, so I use these little bitty clear rubber bands from the dollar store. You get them 500 of them for $1. And I just put an elastic around the bottom, just like that. Take my clothespin off, and there's my petal. Okay, we'll do that again. Now, if you don't have a rubber bands, you can put your petal right in, and I'll do the next one with it going right in. As you can see, I have pre-made a lot of my petals. So I just sit in my recliner with my little portable cutting mat and fold petals, and then throw them in the little bucket when I'm done. If you don't have the little rubber bands, that's okay. You can make your petals and just put them in the zip tie as you make them. Okay, to do that, again, we got curl side up, diamond. Okay, I want it this way. Fold it into a diamond. So I'm trying to get this out of the way, like this. Bring the top bottom corner to the top. Again, you can see that my finished or factory edge is on my left side. It's just get in habit, because there is some petals that you definitely need to all be to the one side. And if you get in the habit of doing it already, then you don't even have to think about it when you're doing your petals. Okay, I folded it in half, kind of stretching the center just a bit so I can see where the middle is. Pinch it so it looks like an accordion fold there. And then I'm going to go to the top, 1, 2, 3, and then do the same at the bottom. 1, 2, 3. I'm going to turn the little corner to the back, and this is called the Dean Michael fold. Okay, now I'm going to take this whole nub, that's my new word, nub, and put it right into my zip tie, about a fingertip length. So from the zip tie to the end of the petal is about a fingertip, or one nodule on my phalange, and pull your zip tie tight. All right, there we go. First petal. And then you want to have it, your petal, I like them that they're folding kind of downwards. All right, and then I'm going to clip my zip tie off, the tail off, and discard it. So we'll do that again. Curl side up, triangle, corner to corner. My serged finished edge is on the left side. Just putting my clothespin at the top just to keep my corners. Oh, thank you for the stars. I forgot about stars. Yep, It's the nub. Pull it. 1, 2, 3. And then 1, 2, 3. And then fold these little corners to the back. Don't let go of your nub. And put your nub in about a fingertip from the zip tie. Just like that. Once it's a fingertip, pull it straight. Oh, now everybody's, I'm going to have to find apparently I got a whole bunch of stars and I really didn't know what to do with them. I'm going to start a foundation, to donate them. So I got to look into that. And there we go. We have 2 petals. How easy is that? Okay, let's do it again. Curl up. Diamond shape. Corner to corner. And you can do this fold with mesh or fabric mesh. It really looks nice with any of them. I flip it to the left, pull it towards the center to get my little center line. Scrunch. Scrunch. Turn the corners back. Put your nub in the zip tie. Hello, YouTubers. Look at me being fancy, going to 2 different things. Fingertip, pull tight. Make your petal pretty. So you can do 2 and keep doing 2 all the way down. You'll see why I'm only doing 1 because it gets really full. And there's no need to put that much poly burlap in it. Because if you think about it, if you got a roll of the lavender and a roll of this dark window pane, if you did one cross with the petals lavender and the center dark purple, because you only use 8 pieces of the dark purple, you could do another cross where you do, because you get 40 pieces in a 10-yard roll. You could do then dark purple with this and then lavender for the center. So you can do 2 crosses with 2 rolls of mesh. How cool is that? You just reverse the colors. Oops. You're hooked. Yeah, there's so many things. I have so many projects I want to do. I just can't wait till we slow down a bit. Yes, you always heat seal. Heat seal, wood burn. Somehow you have to stop the fray because it will just keep, the strings will keep going and going. Okay, I have 2 more pieces and then the rest I pre-made the petals. Hello, Suzanne Gagnon. I'm from Canada too. Welcome. Oh, shoot. You know what? I got to move my camera. I forgot it's on my table and it's shaking, you guys. Fingertip. So you can put your, you can put your nub in, pull the zip tie. Don't pull it too tight until you know it's actually the right amount in the zip tie. And once you do that, then you can pull it tight. Hello from Louisiana. Let me move my camera so it's not bouncing. There. Now I put it on the other table. Sorry, guys. There. It shouldn't bounce now. I tried to use my Mevo, and Mevo and Facebook are not being friends these days. I don't know what's going on with them. Okay. That should help a little bit with the bouncing. Hi, Jeannie. Okay, let's continue. 1 more left, and then the rest are already pre-made. So, curl up. corner to corner. Now, a lot of people don't put a clothespin at the top corner. I do, just to keep them together. And poly burlap is very good in weather because it is all plastic. And it's pretty soft too. Hello from Windsor. All right. Let's zip it in. Check our lengths. It's good. All right, pull it tight. Now I'm leaving these two because these two, all the inner two are going to be getting the dark purple. So I'll do that after I've done all the lavender. Now this will go fast because I have the rest of the petals already pre-made. Okay, so this is what we got so far. Now, here's my petals all pre-made. Watch how fast this goes. And you always want to start on the outside and work your way to the center. Okay, and the petals always face whatever way, so it'll go out this way. So it's not going to go, obviously, in this way. Okay, so there we go. Yes, this is the Dean Michael fold. Very popular for sunflowers. Need my zip tie gun. All right, then I'm just doing one. And you want to fix your petals as you're going because you don't want to dig through your wreath once you get your petals in. And poly burlap is very, very thick. So it's got very good coverage, but you have to treat it. It's very finicky. So looking good. Poly burlap is really good for the Dean Michael petal, yes, because it stays, you can keep it so it looks like one uniform petal. But I've done it with deco mesh, fabric mesh, but you do have to heat seal it for the Dean Michael because it really does expose the edges. All right, let's pop her all in. Again, starting from the outside, and we're going to work towards the center. So two. So you see how full it is here, and you can't even tell that I only used one in the middle. I'm trying, Elva. Plus, I don't have anybody full-time making the signs right now. Hopefully next week when we're off lockdown, I will. Deborah Slade, there is on my YouTube channel, there's one video that has 18 different petals, and then you'll see I have broken down that video into individual petals. So there's 18 different petal folds on my YouTube channel. Check it out. And there's also a video where I go through all the different mesh too. And this is a zip tie gun if nobody's ever seen one. It just saves on your hands because you slide the zip tie tail right in this slot, and as you pull, it's tightening your zip tie and cutting it when it's tight. It's very handy. I've had this one for over 2 years now, this exact one. And I think it was like $14. So if you do like one, there's on my Lori's favorite tools, this exact one is on my favorite tools list. So when you go to put those two corners to the back, what that does is it helps round out your petal so that it sits like this better. If you put the corners towards the front, the petal will cup more. So depending what look you want is the way you're going to fold your corner. So if you want it facing down like mine, then you would turn your corners to the back like I showed you. Some of these petals are kind of jacked up. Okay, almost done. Go figure, huh? So I said when you do when you pre-make your petals, making the wreath, and you can do this in your lap as well. Putting the petals into your wreath. I do it all the time. The only thing I don't do in my recliner is cut my mesh. But once I'm done cutting my mesh, I do everything else from my recliner. You were doing the happy eating dance? Hello, YouTubers. All right, this is my last lavender. So like I said, if you get a roll of the window pane and a roll, and now it can be any color, and a roll of poly burlap, you can do 2 crosses. Just change out the color. Because you'll have enough, you need 8 pieces of the lavender to do what I'm going to do right now with the dark purple. I know, right? Once you get a zip tie gun and you start using it, you don't know how you did it before. This is going to be pretty. Okay, now I'm going on to the purple. So this is that window pane. We're going to do the exact same petal. So if you miss the petal, here it comes again. Okay, there's not much of a curl on this, but with this one, it's kind of hard to find to look at your finished edge, but like on the camera, but I can see it. So you want your finished edge when you fold it up to the left. Okay, so I'm going to do that just like I did the other one. Oh, I'm wondering if I need lavender. Maybe not. Hold on. Just thought, because it's see-through. We'll see. Maybe with it doubling over, it won't. You won't see the board. Plus, I'm putting the sign in. That's right. So I'm doing 2 pieces in each zip tie of this dark purple window pane. This is also poly burlap, so it is 10 by 10, heat sealed. I think it'll work out splendidly. Where's my sign? And I'm going to put some greenery in behind. Oh, that's going to look really pretty. We'll adapt as we go. corner to corner. I have my finished factory edge on the left side. Scrunch. Make sure you get these little corner ones. I've put them to the back. That way my petal cups downwards. Ooh, this is going to be pretty. Thank you for the stars. What's with all the stars tonight? Holy. And I thank you. I have to go find a charity to donate all the stars and stuff. Same with my Amazon money. When I get Amazon things, it just sits there. I'm going to find a charity to donate it to. Now I am going to add a few little flowers and greenery in there too. So I need your guys' decision when I'm done if I should use just purple with the green, should I use white with the green, or a combination of both. And it's just going to be a little bit coming out of the underneath the sign. And this cross is getting kind of big. Thank you, Patricia Kirk. So did you guys all miss me? I certainly missed you guys. And I wish I could say I'm refreshed, but I'm not. I did lots of computer work. Oh, I was live. I made a tulip butterfly. I was on not too long ago. I forgot about that. Plus, I'm on in the Can-Am VIP group, so some of you peeps have seen me more than others. Look how beautiful. It looks like a flower in the center. Isn't that gorge? It is easy. You guys are watching me. Just take your time and don't rush. There's nothing to rush about. Make sure your petals are nice. Alrighty, one more. One more. This one's not quite squared. That's a little better. Isn't it pretty? So like I said, you can do another cross where all the dark purple are where the lavender is, and then the lavender in the center, and then you've only used 2 rolls of mesh to make 2 crosses. It's very pretty. Like I said, I have so many really, really stunning colors in our shop. Alrighty. Okay, our cross is done. Well, almost done. So I have to put a cable mount on the back of my sign. Now, when you purchase our signs, you do get a cable mount and a pipe cleaner. Some people peel it, and then there's a foam. You might want to take that foam off because sometimes I've heard that the foam, like the cable mount, will come off the sign because of the foam. So if you just take the foam off, that can't happen then. And I'm going to use Gorilla Glue, the super glue. You can also use E6000 or DAP. And I'm going to use hot glue. So I'm going to use hot glue for instant coverage, and then Gorilla Glue so it'll be permanent. So I'm going to put a few dots, one in the corner. I really like this Gorilla Super Glue. I've had this for a long time and it works, and it's still going because you just need just a little bit. And then I'm going to put some hot glue on the other 2 corners. That will give it instant, and then it will give it, should put pipe cleaner on. Don't do like Lori. All right, we'll hold that down. I just made a mess of that. There, that way it's bonded right to the aluminum, and there's no pad that can, if you pull, sometimes the cable mount will come off, but the padding is still on the sign. There we go. So I'm very happy with that. I know it's going to stay on really well. I got my Gorilla Glue and my hot glue. All right, I can just put this to the side because I'm going to put a few little flowers in here. Should I use just the purple? Should I use the white? It's lavender. And I have white. Or maybe a combo. You think a combo? Yeah, let's do a combo. These I just got at our dollar store here in Canada called Dollarama. So I'm just going to cut a few sprigs. So I'm going to cut 4 purple or lavender. Okay. And then I'm going to cut 4 of the white. This one doesn't have much flowers on it. Let's see. That one's better. Okay. So I think I'm going to do 1, 2, 3, 4, and then we'll put the sign in. Oh, that's going to look so pretty. So pretty. Okay, so I'm going to zip tie these florals in as well. So on the back, I'm going to be going from this hole right in the corner to this hole. Okay, and then I'm going to do the same on all 4 of these corners. I got coffee on my board. So look how nice and neat the back is. So you don't have anything to cover up and nothing to scratch the door. And the crosses are thicker, a little bit thicker than our other boards, just because we thought when we were making them that a lot of people would probably put them outside at a cemetery. So we made them thicker for that purpose. So they'll withstand wind and all that stuff a little bit better, being right out. No, the boards are not at Michael's any longer. We are no longer affiliated with Michael's, but you can buy them on Amazon.com. You can buy them at uniqueinthecreek.com. You can buy them at decalexchange.com, trendytree.com. There's a bunch of places on Etsy, Luscious Lobbies in the UK. Waterman's Loft usually has them, but I think he's sold out. I believe Wreaths of Joy will be starting to carry them. So there's a lot of places, but no physical store locations except for Waterman's Loft. But he's been so busy lately. All right, so I'm going to put one of each in here. And I'm also going to put a little bit of hot glue as well. But I'm not going to hot glue it until I know it's perfect. So you can use any kind of greenery that you want. Or you don't even have to put anything. You can keep it simple and just put your sign, because that looks beautiful too. Or some lilies in the center for Easter. Is it lilies for Easter? Yes, I think it is. And I would love if you guys could sprinkle my page onto your page, because there may be a couple of your friends that might be bored and this might be right up their alley and they don't even know about us. So if you help spread the word, it's probably how you found us as well. So I would love for you guys to do that. Or palm leaves. Yeah, you can do all kinds of stuff. I like these little flowers. They're cute. So I'm just putting them at each corner. You can put some in the center here if you want to. I don't want to put too much in it. I'm kind of a simple person. I like simple. Hello. Yes, lilies. And you don't have to use really fancy greenery and stuff. If you're just using just throwing in a couple, you know, some of the dollar stores have some really pretty, like these are from our Dollarama here in Canada. All right, let me see. Look how pretty. That's it. That's all I'm going to do. So I'm just going to put a little bit of hot glue right across there, just in case somebody grabs the flowers and it slides out or something. And then I got my sign. I'm just going to take my pipe cleaner. I'm going to go down this hole. So I'm just going to go the top hole and the bottom hole. And it's on a pipe cleaner, so you can twist it when you're done. All right, twist it in the back. Now don't pull it too tight so it's like puckered in there, but oh, that is so pretty. You could put a little, let me see. Maybe it's just some greenery here. What do you guys think? Well, thank you for sprinkling, guys. You know, it's so, people are so bored out there. Oh, I think I just found I'm going to use. So on some of these that I snipped off, they had just the 2 sprigs of greenery. I'm just going to hot glue those in. Just the green, no flowers. Oh, pretty. Yeah, people are bored. And Unique in the Creek boards, once you get the hang of it, pretty much anybody can do them. Even there's a boy, I think he's 12. Dave's been following him a lot. He broke his hand. He's like 12 or 13. He makes wreaths with his grandma, and he's doing it with a broken hand. It's fabulous. We sent him a kit, and he did the kit with one hand. I was like amazed. There, look. You think that's too much, guys? Yeah, it makes, because there's green in the sign, right? Fold these up. Okay, before I glue those in, I'm going to take and cut my pipe cleaner. Okay, and then I'm going to tuck the pipe cleaner right back down the hole. So we don't want anything sharp on the back of our wreath. And just to put a little bit of glue in the hole so that pipe cleaner stays down there. And I have to wipe my coffee off. Okay, I'm going to glue my little green things in. I'm just putting glue on the stem. Oh, well, thank you, Beverly. It was pretty easy to make. The prep work is the most time because you have to look at the sparkle too. You guys, I don't even know if you guys can see the sparkle on the sign that I did. It's so pretty. There we go. Okay. Now I'm just going to add a little bit more glue on the top and the bottom and just hold my sign just to keep my sign in place. And then we'll put a hanger on it and we're done. And believe it or not, this is all weatherproof. The sign is aluminum. All the flowers are plastic. All the mesh is plastic. The zip ties are plastic. And the board is plastic. You can put it right outside in the weather. All right, take a zip tie. I'm going to go from here to here, down and up with a zip tie. That's a long zip tie. And just make a hanger. So go down. Why is this being difficult? Okay, the most difficult part of the wreath, putting the friggin' hanger on. Look at me struggling. Sometimes I don't know what's wrong with me. Or put your hanger on before you have to do this. I'm a goober. There we go. So just put a zip tie on and then you can hang it. Look how pretty. Okay, I'm gonna bring the camera up. Close your eyes. See if I can get it better. Can you guys see that? I'll get some good pictures of it, and we want to make sure our points. So what I'm going to do before I go to bed is on the tips here, I'm probably going to lay it on the floor, and I'll put a book on each of the corners to make sure that the end ones stay completely flat. It is so pretty. Isn't that great? So like I said, with 2 rolls, come on camera. There we go. So you can make another one and do the opposite, do the dark purple and then the light purple in around it. See, this one's, I got to put books on it. So when I'm going to train it. It's gorgeous. The only thing if you're going to put this outside or in the sunlight, I wouldn't use Rust-Oleum or anything. I would use this UV Scotch Guard by 3M. It is water and sun shield with UV protector. So what the weather's going to do is, the biggest problem with poly burlap is it fades. So, and it doesn't fade as fast as deco mesh, but it does fade. If you spray your wreaths 2 coats, do one coat, let it dry, do another coat with this sun guard, it actually has rain repellent on it as well. So it repels the rain and it also blocks the UV, so your mesh won't fade as fast. Okay, that's what you need to do. You don't really need to seal it. You need to prevent the UV light from fading your mesh, because that's the main thing that's going to happen. And this stuff, again, I have it under my Lori's Favorite Tools. I buy it on Amazon in a 2-pack. Awesome stuff. They also have, there's also this stuff, Sun Guard. It doesn't do with the rain repelling like this one does, but this one does protect for UV rays as well, for preventing the fading. But this one's my favorite. It works really, really well. But do it outside because it smells. It smells really bad. And your family will hate you if you don't do it outside. Alrighty, guys. So I will, the sign says he is risen. Let's see, can you guys see my bling on it? Hold on. No. Oh, you can see a little bit. I put sparkles in the centers of the flowers and then around the edges of the wing. So pretty. All right, guys, thanks for joining me. And I can't wait to see the crosses you guys make. All right, guys. And we'll talk to you soon. Bye, YouTube. Bye, Facebook. Love ya.